These wooden bridges leading the way into the homes of many in the San Mateo subdivision are a way of life for residents. Despite the area's geographical terrain, which is considered unfit for living due to their underdeveloped state, many families call this area home. With its seemingly uncontrollable growth, the cry of concern mounts as the substandard living conditions are unsuitable for area residents. Lisa Tillett is the public health officer for San Pedro Town and shared with us her findings in a survey recently done.
Well, in San Mateo, the residents, they live on a daily basis with water, especially in the wet season and times like this. It's a reality for them to have water around their house, on the streets, and places like those. Half of San Pedro don't have a treatment plant. So most people have to rely on septic tanks, as people in San Mateo, they do. But due to the fact that the water is so low, the septic tanks sometimes could leak. But what happened is that when they come to the health department, because they must come there first before they construct any septic tanks, we emphasize that they do an extra coating on the inside to prevent water from leaking. But the fact that they have so much water, there's a possibility that fecal matter will be around in the water.
Without proper garbage and sewage disposal available, it is feared the refuse will eventually choke and destroy the reef. But closer to home, especially when it rains, many families with small children wade through almost knee-deep water barefoot onto the main road to get to work and school. As a result, many of them suffer from rashes as seen here on this infant.
As you get up, you know that water, everything that water. You have to go through water for everything. You have to walk out without your shoe and put your shoe on out there because you know everything will get wet.
Obispa Marin is the mother of Jasmine Tame Marin, who passed away on October 2nd. Jasmine, like many other children in the area, led a normal life despite the impoverished situation at their home. According to the mother, Jasmine suddenly fell ill.
She was good. She's a very active child. She went parading for the 10th and the 21st. There was nothing wrong with her. A couple weeks ago, he complained that her throat was hurting. So I was treating her for the sore throat that she told me she had. And a couple days after, she started with a fever. And I thought like it was an infection and it was getting worse. And so I took her to the hospital. And that's when the doctor was telling me, well, nothing was wrong with her, that the sore throat had already cleared up. But I told her something was wrong. I mean, being here in San Mateo, you see the situation. So I asked to take a test for malaria or dengue. And he said, well, malaria isn't here on the island, so they'll check for dengue. And that's when, well, they got the results from the blood test, and her blood was, her white blood cells were 307,000, and that was like 3 times normal, the normal amount. So we took her to Belize City, and that's when it was, well, verified that she had leukemia.
Another San Mateo resident named Marta told Love News off camera that she is now using a walking stick because she fell from the London bridges on a rainy night. Like Obispa, Marta as well has recently lost her 4-month-old daughter. But are the surrounding conditions making the people of this area sick?
It's just that these people, they need time to build up and get better infrastructure and stuff over there, and that will help them, because in San Mateo we have safe running water. I say safe because I do water testing on a monthly basis, so I know the water there is safe. But to talk about the water that is on the streets and under the houses, I'm not certain about that one. All I can say is that for the residents, as soon as they notice an increased number in diarrhea cases or in skin diseases, come to the health center, and that's where we go from there.
And as the population on that side increases very rapidly over the years, is that a concern to the ministry or your department?
That is a concern, and I believe the ministry and the San Pedro Town Council is looking into putting better infrastructure over there.
Whether the toxic surroundings are contributing to the residents becoming ill, the concerns are overlooked. This report is sponsored by Grand Belizean Estates. Reporting for Love News from San Pedro Town, I am Maria Novello.